What's up, folks? Welcome back to Beyblade Burst. I'm your host, Michael Nightwing, and today I just want to talk to you about Driger V2. So, as you all know, in the new random booster, we're getting a Driger V2 remake, right? So, this is a Plastic Gen remake we're getting here, and that's awesome. But we need to talk about what the gimmick is with this thing, because a lot of y'all may not have, what am I trying to say? Probably didn't know anything about Driger V2, never heard of it before, and I have one. This is the original Plastic Gen, and I want to show you what it's all about. So, the main gimmick with Driger V2 is the fact that it has this upper attack, right? See this right here, this slope, which you all probably remember from Rage Longness, Guilty Longness, you know, it's the trademark. So, the parts that are going to be in the new Driger V2 are going to be Driger V2, obviously. I believe it's over, and also Wedge Dash, right? So Wedge was the best option for them when it came to remaking this exact piece, because Wedge is just a metal tip, right? So Wedge is literally just a metal shaft, which is essentially what this tip is. So it's a little larger, of course, but it's very much exactly what this is. And that's gonna be fun. But the part that everybody's interested in, at least me anyway, is the upper attack. Now, for the V2 series of Beyblades, they had these like support parts you can put on. So they were interchangeable. So I could use support parts from other blades and put these in the bases to give like different gimmicks and whatnot, different movements. Now, when it comes to the way this one's going to be set up for the Takiratomi remake, the Burst remake, I have a feeling it's going to be one complete layer, which means that this layer itself is going to extend down pretty far over the disc. Now, the disc is over, which means that it's going to be a very high. It's going to have to cover a pretty decent space, travel pretty far in order to actually cover the disc properly and give us the look we're going for. So if I had to make this combo out of parts I have now, it would have to be like Wedge regular, right, over, and then Driger V. So, and actually that's pretty tight already, but since it has these contact points, we know it's gonna be insane. But looking at this kind of setup here, it would definitely have to extend down pretty far. But now, if you take a look at it, hold up, let me see. Let's say we pop this off, right? And let's just sit it on here, because it won't fit in properly, but let's just sit it right here and just imagine it does fit. I wish it did. Let's imagine it does fit though. It could probably, okay, hold on. That's not working out the way I thought it would. Let's see, all right, let's put this thing back together. And let's take a look, do a side-by-side comparison of the two. And that should give us a better look. All right, so we're looking at height-wise, right? Because this is V2 or Driger V. But we look at the height-wise, actually it may just cover it. Yeah, so looking at how far it goes down, we may get it to cover pretty well, which actually is gonna be pretty dope. So to just cover up the over, if it extends down that far. Now, of course, I am questioning the strength of that. Like, how strong is that plastic going to be, deliver upper attacks and be so far down? But honestly, I can see this. I can see that working out. Yeah, I can see that working out. I'm interested. Very interested. Yeah, super interested. And now, like I said, it has a super upper attack, and it's actually pretty low to the ground. This one is. So it would scrape the stadium pretty heavy if it got hit. But I see using Wedge, you see there's a height difference. It's up just a little bit higher. So we might actually get a very, very solid blade with this. I think it's going to be a top tier contender. I'm hoping it's going to be really strong, and it provides like a different aspect to the meta, because it's the first time they've ever had to use support parts like this. Like for Driger V2, they did the support parts as well, but the support part for that one was cross, because that was essentially what the part was for, this is what the remake was. So this was the remake of the original support part. So it was actually, they already did it. But this one though, interesting, very interesting to see how this turns out. Yeah, but do me a solid favor though. In the comments below, let me know what you think. What do you think about this? What do you think about the Plastigen and Metal remakes? I know they're missing a lot of the Metal remakes and also Plastigen remakes. So do you think Takira Tomy should just release all of those? Then, hear me out, we have a very specific format, right, in the World Beyblade organization where it's just Plastigen or just remakes. Now, just imagine that, where it's only Beyblade remakes, right? I mean, only Plastigen and Burst. Darn it, I'm mixing this up big time. Only plastic and only metal remake tournament. I think that would be super cool and awesome to battle in. But yeah, do me a solid favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and if you can, please go home and tell your mom you love her. I appreciate you all so much for watching the video. I hope you had fun and enjoyed yourself. Be safe, be happy, be joyful, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.